another exciting episode of Unacademy. This is Uday Shankar, your Plus Educator, and here we are at channel of Unacademy Plus. And before we start, do not forget to subscribe to this channel and click on the bell icon and like this video and share this and comment your concerns and views so that we can multiply the knowledge. The more we do, the more we multiply it, the more we take it forward. It gets exciting and it gets written to you with multiplied times. So don't forget any of the steps. So let's start today's interesting topics of 5 tips on improving your listening. Yes, if you're an aspirant of IELTS, here you are at the very right platform in YouTube, in an Academy channel, improving your IELTS listening with 5 exciting tips. So let's crack it. So hello everyone who all joined this live chat. Am I audible to you? So hello everyone who all joined this live chat. Am I audible to you? Right, it's streaming properly. Hey, so this is my name, Uday Shankar, and this is the code which you can use it to avail a 10% off on your Plus subscription. Yes, this is true. This is kind of a Christmas gift. Yeah. So this is the code which you can avail and get a 10% off on your applications, on your subscriptions. Yeah, FLIEGE International -1597 is the code. So don't forget to avail your subscriptions and discounts altogether. In Unacademy, let's start with this. By Unacademy, because most of the students and aspirants might be having this question, having this thought, why I should enroll with you. That question needs to be answered within you. Like, nobody else is going to take note of it or take care of it, like why it is so important or why it is so needed. But for you to know why Unacademy, and in YouTube, when there are a lot of sessions, videos, podcasts are there were a lot of students, a lot of educators come up with all the classes, all the tips, why you need to come to Unacademy Plus. Why it is so? Because as this image suggests, right, it's on your tabletop. It's on your tabletop. It's just your friend. You can access this from anywhere. And you don't need to worry here and there, okay, what kind of courses I might get, and choose between that and get this filtration process and select it. No, we all have analyzed what is done for you. And what is best for you, we have already taken care of that. We have kept it and we just deliver you what exactly is your need. So, Unacademy is all about all live and structured course. It is totally analyzed. And in the flow which has been made, in the way it has been made, it's all about the feedback process of students' problems and difficulties which is faced by them. So we have simplified all the complexities part and made it into something which we can deliver effortless to you, and you just need to have your own Python font, and that's it. You'll be all ready for your IELTS. So, and it's all lessons by the top educators. Right. You don't need to worry about the quality of educators here. We do go under process of very, very hard work and efforts to come in front of you to deliver you what we have. So you don't need to worry about us, because we all are taken care of. The Unacademy's hand and all the filtration process and whatever you are receiving at your end, it's already the best of us. Right. And weekly quiz and doubt clearing sessions. If you want some practice ground, if you're worried about, hey, it's all okay, it's all right, so that I understand, but what about my preparation? How will I test myself? Weekly quiz are waiting for you, and doubt clearing sessions also. It will not be only me talking to you and teaching you. It is also you who can take a part of it and can solve all your concerns and doubts in no time. That is all possible because we have a very, very dedicated system, and we have a beautiful, graphic user interface where there is a lot of interface and structurization where you can see at me, because as you're not watching this to me in the YouTube channel, you can see in the right corner my video, and there is a slide in front of you. Same way in the Unacademy channel and platform, You can also have a dashboard, and in the same setup, but additionally you will have in the right side a chat window and chat box where you can share your words, knowledge and point of opinions and doubts, so that pan-India, in the level of pan-India, everybody can watch you and share you and learn together. If we learn together, we grow together, right? So, keeping up this on a positive note, let's crack it and start this course. The 5 tips on IELTS listening. When I say the 5 tips on IELTS listening, first of all, it is very important for us to understand the basics. Yes, and you know, if you're watching this video, if you're watching and following me for a pretty long time and pretty long back, you exactly know what I mean. You know exactly where we're going to start. We're going to start with what is listening. What is listening? So everyone who has joined this today's chat, any idea about what is listening, and I am showing it to you, but if you have any other ideas which you can share, definitely all are welcome. And if you are watching this video afterwards, please do not forget to like and comment below about your opinions, because that do matter for us. As I told you, each and every course we come up with is all analyzed and processed with the feedback process. If you really want to get it through, if you really want to achieve, if you really want to be there with us, go ahead and do what is best for you. Comment, share, and ask yourself. Seek the help. Right? Fine. Going forward, what is listening? Listening is an ability to pay attention to. It's an ability to pay attention to what? I'll explain you. And to effectively interpret the information which is coming in your way, which is said by other people. Right? This is a simple and basic example. You have to pay attention, understand, that's it. But to pay attention is a choice. It is not involuntary action. You have to choose if you need to pay attention or not. Say for example, this is an audio which is going on here and you are watching this on YouTube. I am live with the YouTube channel. And in the same scenario, in the same way, in the same time, you can listen to all other noises also. There might be n number of noises and number of sounds which is on your room, which might be disturbing you here and there. What do you do now? What exactly need to be done and what can be done exactly? You are choosing to listen to my voice. That's what is happening. If you don't choose to listen to my voice, then you can't pay attention. If you are paying attention, it really means you are giving me the importance. If there is no importance, if I take out the importance in your attention, you will not be paying attention. Your attention will be baseless. So to listen, to start listening, start giving importance to your IELTS audio. You will definitely see that yes, you can understand it in a better way because your attention has been increased. If all this is in place, if all this is set, effectively interpretation is justified. Right? Going forward, for which we are all waiting for, the tips. The 5 golden tips for you to achieve the better band in IELTS. Quick tips. Let's get this started. Till now, if you have any doubts or any concerns, please, you have a chat, you have a live chat which is on, just comment on it. Alright. So first point is be attentive but relaxed. First point is be attentive but relaxed. When you say be attentive but relaxed, many students I have seen, they focus in the IELTS examination like this. They put up the audio, they do this. Now understand, if you so much press yourself to focus and find the answer out of the audio, you will never be able to. That's the trick, that's the catch, or the way you can say for that. The reason behind that is attentive and relaxing has to go in part. It should be go simultaneously within your mind. If you don't be attentive and if you don't be relaxed, if you don't be attentive and if you don't be relaxed, your listening cannot happen. It's the same scenario when you watch a cricket match, which is very interesting, like India-Pakistan finale of World Cup. You stick yourself into it so much that you couldn't listen to any other thing. Right? That kind of focus is not needed here. Or else, if you can see, if you have noticed somewhat, like a rabbit which is in the jungle as a wild animal, right? What is the skill of survival? It doesn't have a claw, it doesn't have teeth, it is not the fastest animal on the ground, to be very frank. But how it survives? It all survives on the basis of listening. It just listens to and then survives. But understand this, its listening is also dependent on how calm it is on the situations. There is an interesting fact about the rabbit. It is designed in such a way by the God. It is designed in such a way by the nature. It cannot listen to any other noise or sound which is approaching towards itself if it is not relaxed. If it is not relaxed, it cannot be listening to anything. Why? Because its listening senses are so strong, it can hear its heartbeat totally, completely, very, very clearly. If it is so, the heart is very nearest to the ears. If it can hear its heart totally and completely, the heartbeats, then all other noise gets cancelled. It gets suppressed. Automatically, the rabbit loses its life because it cannot judge from which direction the predators or hunters are approaching. Now, what kills the rabbit? Is it the listening skill? Is it the hunters? Is it the poachers? Is it the wild animals? No. It's anxiousness. It's impatientness. Right? It's troublesome mind which is not letting him or her to concentrate. That kills the rabbit. So always remember, if you won't be relaxed in the IELTS examination, you are supposedly to miss a lot of information which is coming in your way. That is for sure. Okay. So please pay attention with the relaxation mindset. Okay. Going ahead, keep an open mind. This is a very common problem that we face, because when we are in an IELTS examination and there is an audio which is coming in our way, sometimes that audio is so relative to us, right? Sometimes that audios are so much in relation to us that we feel like, oh, this audio is about me only. This audio is just for me only. Just for this is the person who is talking to you is just like me only. Likewise, there might be some correlation, there might be some contradiction also. This audio is just like my father scolds me. This audio is just like my mother tells to me. There might be a lot of things which you can be worried about that audio. But understand, I will tell you one example. If you have your audio, if you have something that is in place, if you have some event which is going on in your life before the IELTS examination, say for example, that's your best friend's birthday party which is upcoming, and you had your best time in that. Trust me, you had your best time in that, and it was so fabulous, so fun, the birthday party, and it got over. It was over, and the next 2 days you have your IELTS examination of listening, and in the listening examination in section 2, you had an audio about 2 friends planning for a friend's birthday party. Now what will happen? Your mind will say, hey buddy, just remember what all we did in the birthday, right? And you will be gone. You will be in the memories, you will be like lost. And by the time you will all be coming and realizing and coming back, section 2 complete. Please look at the question number section 3. Like that an audio you will be hearing. Right? So please do have your attentions on place, because even a slight diminishment of your concentration in the audio while listening to it might cost you a lot of marks, lot of loss of marks, which you will never like it, which you will never gonna like it. Trust me. Right? So please keep an open mind, try to relax yourself, try to have this practice of doing yoga or meditation, or however you find it easy to keep your mind in place and balance, because if that gets scattered away, that gets scattered in the IELTS examination of listening, it is very, very difficult part. It's a very, very crucial part to say or convert or talk about in any cases. Okay, try to understand that. Right, then going forward, then going ahead, imagine all the time, imagine always, imagine it every single time, whatever you do, whatever you are listening to, just imagine it. If you do not imagine it, there will be a very, very cringy, there will be very, very difficult situation for you to understand what exactly all this audio is about. If there is an audio between you, if there is an audio between a person and a receptionist, and he is trying to book a hotel in the hotel room, stand in front of them, stand with them in the audio, in your imagination, and look at them, draw their faces, develop their characters inside your head. Like this, a pictorial memory will be created. If your pictorial memory will be created in short, you have a lot of advantage over your question solving, ways and analysis, because you can access your pictorial memories very easily rather than your conceptual memories, right? Or if you don't remember anything in proper ways, you can actually get together all your thoughts, all your ideas by pictures. Yes, we have done it in examinations also. When in examination, we used to turn the pages like that. So we used to have the picture inside our head. Even though we don't remember what the exact line is, we used to remember the pictures. That's what the pictorial memory's importance to our brain is. So imagine, the more you imagine, the more you can gather all your efforts, all your concerns towards what exactly is the audio is about. And after the audio is over, because listening is the problem with listening, we cannot re-listen to it. Right? We just need to listen to it, and along it goes, we have to simultaneously answer the questions. The problem occurs when you start answering the questions, because each and every question is different, and each and every question has a different aspect and approach. As you listen, if you forget what you have heard, if you forget what you have been listening to, or just the key point you missed, there is no going back, there is no rewinding, there is no pause button, there is no play button in that. You have to be with the audio and travel along. As you travel along and imagine each and every time as you go, then only you can be able to withstand the area where you can explore much. Not once, not twice, but every time when you go ahead and imagine. So for example, when I say, once upon a time there lived a king, when I say that, your mind boggles around some places and gets together, right? Brings together or brings back some important queries, important parts over it. Like there is a kingdom, there are horses, there is army, there is a king sitting in the throne with his whole ministry of people, council of members. Everything is related, but you can relate to it more when you imagine about it. Try to feel the speaker. The next point, try to feel the speaker, because if you miss the emotions outside the listening, it is just again a waste of your listening. You cannot relate to the speaker unless you relate to its emotions. If I'm happily coming and telling you, hey, I have my birthday today, I'm so happy. If you don't feel my happiness, if you don't feel my excitement, then yes, you can't understand me any further. So it's very important for you to understand each and every bit of me. Okay? Next part is follow. Please, I request you all who are all watching this video, and till here, if you have any queries, please post it. Please do post it. Don't be holding yourself back, because seek your doubt, seek your clearance. I'll be there for you. Okay. The last point is very important. I have seen a lot of students making a mistake here. Please do follow the rules and regulations. Do not miss it. Once you miss it, it means there is a lot of marks to be penalized. You can lose a lot of marks over the journey. So do not miss rules and regulations. If they are asking you to write 2 words, please do write 2 words only. If they are asking you to write alphabets, write A to I. Do write A to I. If they are asking to write a number, do not skip that, because rules and regulations are all important. That's why there is a regulation. You have to follow and abide to it. So don't forget that. It's a tip for you, because a lot of marks is lost over this. Right? So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, so please hit the like button and do comment what's your opinions. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon. So next time we will meet today itself on 7 o'clock about the strategies, the 5 important strategies of preparation for IELTS. So till that, stay tuned and let's crack it.